Think Section 8 is a hassle? Stick with me, it might be your most reliable rent check. Section 8 splits rent two ways. The tenant pays roughly 30% of their income. The local PHA pays the rest directly to you. To get started, contact your PHA. Submit a request for tenancy approval, pass an HQS inspection, sign the HAP contract and the lease. Then the PHA deposits their share monthly. Pros: predictable payments. Lower vacancies, longer tenancies, inspections, paperwork. Rent increases need PHA approval. Screen tenants the same way you would. Stay on top of maintenance. Build a good relationship with your PHA for faster approvals. Section 8 updates for 2026 are here. First, the program is still operating. If you have a voucher, you're still getting assistance, but budgets are tight. A house funding bill could mean fewer new vouchers. Because of this, many housing agencies are updating payment standards to reflect higher rents, so watch for local announcements. SHUDI also proposed an option for work requirements or time limits. This is not universal. It's optional for housing agencies, so check your local notices. Emergency housing vouchers are winding down, with funding ending by late 2026. If you're on an EHV, ask your housing authority now about transitioning to a standard voucher. For evictions, state rules still control most timelines. If you get a notice, call legal aid immediately. Stay plugged in, read every notice, and act early to protect your housing. Can a landlord evict a Section 8 tenant? Understand the distinct legal framework for evicting a Section 8 tenant, which involves satisfying both federal housing regulations and local laws. Yes, a landlord can evict a Section 8 tenant, but the process involves federal regulations and oversight from the local public housing authority, or PHA. This ensures evictions are for legitimate reasons. Evicting a Section 8 tenant requires good cause. This means you can't simply choose not to renew a lease without a valid reason. Grounds for eviction include serious or repeated lease violations like unauthorized occupants or failing to maintain the property, non-payment of the tenant's portion of the rent, criminal activity by the tenant or their guests that threatens others' health or safety, significant property damage beyond normal wear and tear, and other good cause, which covers business reasons like selling the property or moving in yourself. Before filing for eviction, you must provide written notices to both the tenant and the Public Housing Authority, or PHA. The tenant's notice must state the grounds for eviction and the termination date. Notice periods vary by state law and your lease. Crucially, you must also send a copy of this notice to the PHA. Failing to do so can invalidate the entire eviction process, so follow these steps carefully. The Section 8 eviction process. After providing proper notice to the tenant and the Public Housing Authority, the landlord can begin formal legal action. This starts by filing an eviction complaint with the local court. At the hearing, the landlord must prove the lease violation and show that both the tenant and PHA were properly notified. If the judge rules in the landlord's favor, a judgment for possession is granted. Should the tenant not vacate, the landlord can obtain a writ of possession, authorizing law enforcement to legally remove the tenant and their belongings.